You are now live. Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I know y'all probably fed up with me because I said I was gonna go live the other day and it did not happen. I be having a whole lot going on. I know lie. I ain't gonna touch y'all today. It's nothing. But what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Uh, I did say I was gonna do some updates. So let's see. I'm 3 weeks with no cigarette today. Yeah, yeah. 3 weeks. I haven't had a cigarette, and it's rough. I ain't gonna lie. It's been pretty intense, but I'm getting through it. Uh, I'm on my second week now. Yeah, I'm going to my second week of working as a school nurse. It's pretty fun. Like, it's a couple of babies. They're like already attached to me or whatever. And I had to tell them, like, I'm not going to be their permanent nurse. The one girl was like, well, I want to go. What school are you going to? I'm like, girl, you can't do that. You know, I enjoy it. It's a lot of downtime, but when it gets busy, it gets busy. And it's usually around lunchtime. Like, peak time is from like 11 to I'll say like 1. Um, Especially now because they get to go outside and have recess. So everybody's bumping their nose, bumping their head, scratching themselves, whatever. So I do a lot of ice packs and band-aids. I've had a couple of people come ask me for medication. I'm like, I can't give you medication. Like, I can call your parent and see if, hey, Pretty Black TV, thank you for joining. It's like, maybe see if they bring you something, but, and they don't, I guess in the district that I'm working in, like in my daughter's school district, in our school district, they let you can sign a form to have them receive over the counters like Tylenol or whatever, um, as long as they don't have an allergy. So you sign a waiver form, or you can even bring it up yourself. Like for my daughter, she got on her inhaler and she has Tylenol, you know. Um, but this, I guess they don't do it at this school, and so it's like I feel bad for the young ladies because the school I'm at is K through 8. Hey Nicole, thank you for joining. Yeah, the school is K through 8. So you can imagine the fifth through eighth graders like coming in and they're like, I got cramps, and I'm just like, and one girl was like, do you have anything? And I'm like, baby, I can't give you what I got. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you want to try to call your mom and she give me permission, but then it's like, and I told her, like, I can't even document that I gave it to you. So, like, no. And I told her, I said, well, why don't you make you like a bag? You know, they don't teach these girls nothing. Like, I don't know. When I was a teenager, we I was taught to carry a little bag. Like, and like for me now, I don't carry purses. I really just carry bags to put my stuff in. Like, I'm not into designer purses or nothing like that. The only reason, like I said, I carry bags, whatever, is to carry my stuff. If I don't have nothing to carry, I'm not carrying a bag. So basically, I told the girl, and she was like, well, I'll ask my mom, because my mom never told me to do nothing like that. And it's kind of just like, oh, look at this pimp right here. I can't cut my camo fast enough. I mean, he got on the, oh, only, listen, I'm a, so dude got on this blue, like, silk outfit, whole outfit, looking like somebody's pimp. And then you go to look down, and he got on some old ass tennis shoes, like some Air Force Ones. And then his girlfriend, I guess, walking behind him, looking like a treasure trove. I mean, she had like built like a treasure trove, and I shouldn't talk about anybody because I'm checking myself. See, I got big boobs what cover my stomach. You know that. Man, this wind is ridiculous. So that just was funny. So we were talking about. Oh yeah, the young girl. So like, I felt bad, so I told her uh, to make herself a bag. Like, put some Tylenol in it. Make sure it's in an accurate bottle or whatever. Carry you a couple of maxi pads. Um, then like a piece of gum or something. Sometimes if you get agitated or you hungry, you get you a piece of gum and that'll kind of help out. Girl, listen, I wasn't moving fast enough when I see him walking past me, because if I could have, I would have put them on camera, but they was like speed walking, and I was getting ready. The light was turning green anyway. But yeah, so I told her to do that, and it's just disheartening to see that these parents, they don't teach these girls nothing anymore. My mother taught me, you go, no matter where you go, you keep some sanitary napkins, something for pain. You keep a couple of dollars just in case you need to get on a bus. Hey, Michael, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was taught. I was taught that you don't go nowhere with nothing. You got to cover yourself at all costs. Even when I went on dates, I was taught to make sure I had my own money to pay for my own food or whatever, because you don't know what bag somebody gonna come up out of. You know, and these girls don't do that. Like, and I find myself I've had to tell like 3 girls that, like, hey, look, make you a little bag, put you some sanitary napkins and some Tylenol or something. And I told myself, because we can't give you anything unless your parents approve it. And then even just to give you Tylenol, like, they got to get a doctor's order. Like, the district is weird. But so I just try to talk to them. But everybody's like, I'm gonna be so mad because I'm gonna be going to another school in like 2 weeks, and a couple of people are like not happy about it. But I am a substitute. I'm a contract nurse, so I don't work for the school district, the city. I work for the contract agency. Come on now, what is y'all doing? What the fuck? That old punk ass motherfucking truck. Don't I sound like somebody y'all be listening to on live? That shit was crazy. Like, the light green, but ain't no traffic coming for us to make the left turn. And so, like, dude kept stopping. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's stopping, and I mean, like, sudden stops. It was getting on my nerves. So, sorry about that. I just, like, what he was doing wasn't safe. And I guess he was trying to let someone over that honestly could have waited. They could have waited to merge over to the lane we was in. It wasn't urgent, you know. It wasn't like they was about to hit anything, because neither one of them came to a complete stop, is what I'm saying. So yeah, so I'm bringing that up. One thing I'm bringing that up to say, like, if you got nieces and daughters, if you haven't done it already, some of the ladies that follow me are pretty solid, so I'm sure that you want to up and up. But why don't you take the time out to share that same information with your nieces? Like, if you got your daughter a bag, go ahead and give them a bag. If you know they mamas ain't doing none of that, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes more than just a mother to raise these girls. I've been in that position. You know, my niece, my brother's wife, and they was all going through something. She ran away, and without a shadow of a doubt, I stepped in. I'm like, no, she can come stay with me. I just want her to finish high school. When she do that, she be grown, she be on her own. You know what I'm saying? And I taught the girl a lot, even though we ended up falling out with straight team. But it was like, I taught her a lot. And my only goal was to make sure she learned those core things about being a woman. You know, being clean, making sure you got what you need when you out here. So yeah, even the men, like, don't be afraid to teach these girls how to be clean, how to be presentable. Throwing on the lace front don't make you presentable. You know what I'm saying? That's what is your hair looking like up under there? You know what I'm saying? Can you take that off and put your hair in a ponytail easily? When was the last time you washed your hair? You know, when you take a shower, do you clean your ears and your navel? Do you groom and cut your toenails? Like, those are the things that a young woman should know how to do. And it don't matter if you're male or female. You know, if you have a relationship with a child, a girl, please talk to them and show them. You know, with the young men, make sure these boys is putting deodorant on. Make sure they taking a shower and not just going. I don't know what it is about boys that they'll lie and tell you they taking a shower, but just go stand in the shower water. Because they smart, so they'll get themselves wet, but they won't wash up. Teach these boys how to put deodorant on. You know, how to take a shower, how to wash their face, how to brush their teeth. I don't give a damn if their tennis shoes come from fucking Walmart, but they clean and they well groomed. To me, I'm more impressed by that. Get a little boy coming in and he got on some Yeezys, but he dirty and his breath stank and he went around here looking like a fool. Like what good is that? And I know a lot of people are like, well, my son gotta have the best. You know, men's clothes are expensive, but what good is it if he ain't taking a shower? He ain't washing his face. He walking around smelling like he ain't showered in a week, but he got on a fresh outfit. Yeah, Michael, it don't take much. It don't take much, and I'm glad that you said it does not take much. If I don't read your comments, the larger ones, is because I'm driving. It don't take much. All you got to do is say, get you a little bag. It could be a little cheap makeup bag. Hell, it could be one of those plastic containers you put your pens and papers in. It's just something. You know, with these boys, teach them how to maintain their hygiene. You know, I got to deal with all that. I'm giving out deodorant. You know, I'm giving paper towels and a little soap on. I'm like, go in there and wash up. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mind it, but like, I believe that we gotta do better. You know, so I'm teaching girls they can slap some weave in their head. You know, put on the outfit from Rainbows or whatever store you got out there. Everybody got a Rainbows. You know, and put on some lip gloss and throw on some lashes from Amazon, and that's good. You know, meanwhile, they ain't taking care of themselves. They ain't drinking water. You know, they out here having unprotected sex, and the list goes on and on and on. We got to teach our children how to be approachable and respectful. You got to teach them how to love themselves. I know, even when I was at my lowest point, and, you know, I tell you guys all the time about me being an alcoholic, and I drank for almost 26 years. It was 25, but closer to 26, whatever. And even when I was at my lowest point, I still took care of myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't just walking around here not great. I mean, I took care of myself. So to me, that's no excuse. And I know a lot of people, listen, I'm looking at Nicole. You don't type a lot. Nicole, if I start sounding crazy, can you type a one? Because your thing is green and stands out. I was saying, because I'm closer to home, and home, depending on where I'm at, the reception is terrible. Yeah, it don't take a lot. It does not take a lot. And it ain't about what you can afford. I'm sorry, it's not about that. So yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to definitely express. Like, let's take care of these kids. Let's teach these kids how to be, you know, better than what they got going on. You know, I'm talking about little boys coming in. I mean, they got on outfits like shoes, $200, $300, $400. Outfits like, and they fresh. Come on, with your little icy and your leggings. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm just tired. I was up to like 2 in the morning. I had to get back up. I cheated though. I didn't get up at 6 this morning. Because I didn't have to take my baby to school. I slept until like 6:45. I need a nap. But I need to go home and make this juice. I bought all these vegetables and fruit. I need to go ahead and make some juice. So yeah, that was one of the things. But so yeah, 3 weeks no cigarette. I really like my school nurse job. And it's so funny because my best friend, I was telling them, like, they're actually hiring. But they first of all, they pay salary, which is, I'm not on that. Because, like, if you end up working overtime, you don't get paid for it. And the pay is like less than 40,000 a year. I can't do nothing with that. I cannot do anything with that. You know what I'm saying? Especially considering I got children. My little one has to go to before and after care now because of the job I have. I used to just work weekends only, but with this new job, I'm working Monday through Friday. So that puts another bit. Like, I just can't do that. The city I live in, you can't do that. Like, you paying, and this was before all this COVID stuff and all this nonsense going on. You was paying almost 900 to $1,000 for a studio apartment. So, like, yeah, I can't do that, and I do not want to move because where I live at is like a perfect location to get to everywhere I need to go. So yeah, it was like, I'm like, girl, I showed her the salary. She was like, oh yeah, nah. That kind of salary is for someone who's probably situated. I know a lot of school nurses are older women or white women that's in a position to where they really don't have to work, they just want to. So that's probably why the salary is not that much, because it's truly like a supplemental income. But there's going to be some changes in my situation, so I have to not take that kind. Like, if I was going to continue where I'm at and what I'm doing, that would be fine. I would take it without a shadow of a doubt, because that's cool. But because there's going to be some transitions in my living situation, that I can't do nothing with that. Yeah, I can't do nothing with that. And some people probably can. Like, if I maybe move back to the inner city, I could. It may be a little cheaper, but my daughter she really loves her school, and my oldest getting ready to graduate within the next year or two, depends on what she want to do with her life. I'm over it. I told her when she turned 18, she could be high school dropout. I'm not fighting with no adult about what they're gonna do with their life. I don't care what nobody say. Cause see, my mother can't tell me nothing. I had to learn the hard way. So, you know, that's kind of where I stand with that. Uh, I hate the fact that these people be parking on the damn corner. Cause like, when I need to turn, you can't anyway. So, uh, thank you, Michael. Let me see. What y'all talking about? So, okay, yeah, it is hard. Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, I know people that we're the best of the best, always shopping, always buying clothes. They all always got and they grown, like grown, still buying every new pair of dresses that come out. They're the type of people that wear an outfit one time, throw it in a corner. You know, they're the type of people that only wash clothes every few months. Like, and it's the same person that's living like in the heart of the ghetto. And there ain't no wrong with that. But she can afford not to. You know what I'm saying? But because she want to be hood rich, that's what she does. House trifling as fuck. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to put a banner up. I'm gonna have to change my matter of fact, I'm gonna leave it, but I may have to do something else because I am being a bit vulgar. But whatever. Like, I just can't played about it for a while. And I just, it's been in my head for a while, a good while, believe it or not. And I was just trying to basically see what happens in where I'm at, and nothing's happening. So yeah. Oh, Michael, you what? I mean, you got me stuttering talking about you like cooking and washing clothes. Look, you got me stuttering. Right, look. But so and it's funny that you say that because those are some of the things that I've had to deal with. Like, I'm not domestic in that sense. Yeah, I'll cook. Yeah, I'm gonna clean up twice a week. One day definitely gonna be on the weekend because I work. I don't mind cooking, but I'm not cooking every single day. I'm just not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time. Like now I work a full-time job. I work 40 hours a week, and then I have a part-time job. And with the part-time job, I work 24 hours every other weekend. I don't. I know people like mine, Paul, and mine did. I mean, most mines back in the day didn't work, or they may have worked a little part-time job at Woolworths. You know what I'm saying? They didn't work. So that's one transition. So that's why I said again, I couldn't take that salary. And then the work salary. Like for me, any hours I work, I need to be getting reimbursed for. You're not gonna have me sitting somewhere for 10 to 12 hours. And I mean, hold on. And I don't get paid. I'm only getting paid for 8. Nicole, I eat. But you know what, too, I'm not a big eater. And so, like, for my kids, like, cooking for them is real simple, especially my little one. Like, she'll eat, like, steak and stuff, but, like, trying to cook, like, intricate meals for her, I don't want that. My oldest is 17. So, a lot of times she cooked for herself. Like, I cooked yesterday, whatever. I mean, it was something quick. Like, I made, like, sauteed some chicken, made some rice and some Brussels sprouts. But, like, I'm just not that woman. And I mean, I might not cook for you, but you want me to go get you something? I'll buy it. You just tell me what you want. I'll buy it. No, here's the thing. It's not a Spanish thing. A lot of people do that. I'm not doing that. I remember a couple of years ago, I was working so much. I had a lot going on. I was working. I was dealing with my mother and her illness in and off the nursing homes. I had my oldest daughter, my little one. She was small. And I remember when I first met my husband, he thought it was the craziest thing because I paid someone to come clean my house. He like, why can't you just do it yourself? I'm like, dude, I just worked 3, 4, 16-hour shifts this week. I'm tired. In his mind, he's like, you can still do it. And I'm like, so you think I'm about to come home after being at work? No, being gone for about 20, sometimes 20 hours. Don't let something happen. So I'm already. And you think I'm about to come home and be talking about some cooking and cleaning? No, I'm going to bed. Especially because, like, it was times where I used to do 16 hours back to back. So, like, I'll do it 3 times so I can have 4 days off. And I always like to do it back to back because I'm like, I know I'm gonna need one day to rest, and I didn't want it to be separated where I'm working the shift, then I'm off, and then I'm work. Like, I didn't want to do that. So yeah, and I think a lot of guys have a problem with that, but you shouldn't have a problem with that because I can match your income. Well, most average men, that's not a rapper or whatever. Like a lot of times, even if I can't match your income fully, I bring something to the table. Right, right. And see, that's the thing. That's the balance. Like if I was put in a position, because I have been, I don't mind cleaning and doing all those different things. If I ain't got to work the house, right? If I ain't got to work the house, it's gonna be clean. I don't mind cooking, but that's not where it is for me. I'm a career woman, and I was I was a single mom for years. Let's see, we've been together 5 years, and my oldest is 17, about to turn 18. So like things just hit different. So yes, I did have some. I used to pay someone to come clean my house, and I was just like, it helps me, and it puts some money in their pocket. What's the issue? But like Michael was just saying, a lot of women want, I'm sorry, a lot of men want that kind of woman. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you can't expect that kind of woman and she still got to get up and go to work every day. I'm sorry. Like that's just being selfish. And then you want her to make sure she looking good all the time and she got to work out. Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, you good. So like for me when I get older, I probably would change things, but um when my daughter, it was crazy because before I became a nurse, I did not every single day, because one day was always like pizza day or Chinese food day for my oldest daughter, because she liked those things. Or maybe I'll make some like spaghetti and like certain, I don't eat like fried food leftover, but like spaghetti or pot roast or something like that. Actually, that stuff sit in the refrigerator and it tastes better, you know. So I did. I used to cook 5 days a week, give or take, and I worked, but it was so different. Like I was working in group homes and as a nurse aide, and although that seemed like it would be more manual work, it wasn't as much stress, if that makes sense. Um, oh my God, I don't worry about nobody telling me nothing. Let me tell you something. One thing you gonna know about me is I'll tell you to kiss my tail. I look, I don't go through all that. I keep my circle small. I keep my circle positive. I don't go through that. Hey, big O, thank you for joining. Welcome. Welcome. Peace and wisdom to you too. So yeah, like what else? I wanted to talk about something else. I forgot because it was days ago. It popped up. I said I should start writing down my ideas. So even if I may not be able to go live for a while, I can at least when I'm ready to bring it up. But I want to talk about mental health. I always talk about recovery. Recovery is big. But I want to talk about mental health. I want to talk about what we're doing as people to maintain our mental health. Because it seems like, you go on social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. And you see all these people, you see all these women, they running around here butchering themselves. I could not believe what Carly Red did to herself. She was the finest chick on Love and Hip Hop. I can't believe it. And I seen this video, and it was crazy because I had already felt like that myself. Like out of all the people that got like work done on their face as they glow up, but they end up looking toe up, Cardi B is the only one. That's why I mixed their names up. That did work, and it worked in her favor. If that, like, it worked in her favor. I could not believe Cardi Red did that. And I'm looking at all these young, beautiful, brown skin or dark skinned women, and they're getting bigger lips and doing all this stuff. And I just found out that you can get cheek liposuction. Like, and then on top of that, there's a, the older men, they're like, I don't like that. But then you got all these younger dudes, they're accepting this. They're attracted to it. You know what I'm saying? And even if they're not, it's like you got so many people butchering themselves. It's kind of like, what are you doing? You know, before I hadn't even known what a BBL was, and then when I found out what a BBL was, and I'm talking about recently, in the past few years, I didn't really know or was around anyone that got it, like here in Cleveland. Like it was, that's not a thing. Like that was big in certain areas. Oh no, listen, I'm okay with being chubby. Every roll, every stretch mark, all of that, I'm okay with it. But I'm just saying, like, that goes back into mental health. That goes back into how a person perceives himself to be. And like I said, outside of Cardi B, these girls are running around here butchering themselves. They're transforming themselves. Like, why are they not looking at Little Kim? They'll talk about how bad she looked, how crazy she looked, but you doing what she did, you think you're gonna get a different result? Or you think you're gonna do the Nicki Minaj? Because like what a lot of people don't know is, and I only know this from people I notice into like weight training, personal training. She had to gain weight to keep that body together. Because if she didn't have weight on her, it looked crazy. That's why she does look proportionate. It does look a tad bit more natural, but it's not that. Because she has a little weight with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that they're finding out. I know I've seen a couple of girls recently that got them, but they were a little heavier. They were not like skinny women, and it looked different. It did. Like the one girl, she could not have told me that's what she had, but she had like this build, like her hips was very wide, but her butt was flat. Makes sense. So, but it's just still crazy because like you have some people that have to get those surgeries, like if they do extreme weight loss they may do something like get a tummy tuck or whatever, and at that point it's because they've lost all this weight, and then they have like that skin still there. So I can see it for that point. Like, or breast reduction, certain things I can see it for. But just because you want to be snatched looking weird, it don't look good. And so like I was sitting back looking at all these different videos and whatever, and the mental illness behind that is bad. Like, you don't care about yourself, you don't love yourself, you have to have like the lowest self-esteem to feel the need to alter yourself. Surgeries are life threatening. Like, I know everybody know BBLs kill, all of that, but surgeries are life threatening. You don't know, like, then you got all these girls, they're like, they keep having to get it done because like it was botched, or they come out like I wanted to, so then they become obsessed with it. And so I gathered a lot from my looking. So like it's a lot of depression, it's a lot of low self-esteem, it's a lot of dissociative issues. Let me say before y'all get to going on about that, yeah, dissociative disorder, which used to be called personality disorder, is simply that a person separates themselves for the most part from whatever situation they in based on an event. So like you'll have some people, they'll be like they're there, but it's like they're watching a movie. And the pretty severe ones is where you'll see them have like multiple personalities, but that can be worked on because they've had psychotherapy to where the person is able to put all of them together and put them all back in place, because you can do that. Like, you can see like, okay, I'm tripping, like I'm separating myself. Dissociative, they're separated, they separate themselves from the situation. That doesn't mean you're crazy. That doesn't mean you're acting stupid. It doesn't mean that you're acting weird. And it's crazy because even if you don't have a diagnosis, people naturally disassociate themselves with situations. It comes naturally. It's not, and the way they would term it is just like you're not associating yourself with an experience. But that's really what it is. So, needless to say, that's one of the problems. So then they're looking at themselves and they're like, I'm not attractive, or I don't look like her. And it's crazy because I went through that too. Like, dang, I don't look like her. Like, I don't have the big hips and the small waist. You know, I'm dark. I have very sensitive skin. The wind can blow the wrong way and I'm breaking out. I went through that, so I get it. I get it. I think it got to be very few women that can say they didn't go through it, although people lie. But I think We all go through that. Even men go through that. But it's only because we have been taught to hate the way we look, and we have been taught to constantly compete with other people, to to compete with them and look like them. You know, and it's sad. And then you have like all these dudes say like, especially in the media, the rappers, they're singing about it and they're talking about it, and it's like, y'all sick too. So y'all just run around here sick and crazy and just doing crazy stuff to ourselves, and no one sits down and says to their family or their kids, you don't have to do that. But see, that also comes back to personal hygiene. That comes back to teaching your kids that they're beautiful and they can be clean and they can look good, and not placing a value on it. See, with my oldest daughter, it was rough, you know. But like, I teach her, like, she's natural. A couple of times she be like, Mom, want to get some weed. You don't need a weed. First of all, my daughter has hair like a Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican. I love when they say it that way. So like, it don't last. Um, oh, I could have went and got her from school today. I'm such a bad parent. I changed my mind. Whatever, she can walk. I just thought, I'm looking at the time like she got out of school. But I've taught her to embrace her natural beauty. If you want to put some light, some eyeliner on, foundation here or there, if you're going somewhere you want to kind of enhance, that's fine. But we're not doing full faces of makeup. First of all, you're too young. You don't need it. You got extremely sensitive skin. You don't need all that weave and wigs in your hair. Big O. You say, bye, Big O. um, and with my little one, she went through this phase, you know, being in the community I'm raising her in, where she started saying, Mommy, I want straight hair. She used to say thin hair. And I had to talk to her, and it took me a while, like almost a year, school year, to get her to understand that her hair would never be like that. And even if she tried to use chemicals, it's just hard work. It's better to just keep your hair in the state it is, you know. And I told her that her hair is beautiful, because she does. She has long, very thick and coarse hair. Um, and so I just work with her on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just teach her how to be nice with it. I even been teaching her how to wash her hair and take care of it. Because I think when some people don't want to teach their kids nothing, but I personally think when you teach your daughters how to do their own hair and how to cook and how to do those things, it gives them a sense of confidence. You know, it gives them um, responsibility, and we all need responsibility. What Big O talking about? Oh Lord, Big O crazy. So and it's funny because y'all see I'm darker skinned. My daughters are lighter than me, both of them, much lighter. My youngest one, she's getting darker, but she when she go in the sun, it bakes her. But they're lighter than me, so like I have to have no conversations um, with my kids, and I do all the time. And sometimes it don't sound like this. Sometimes I'm like, I ain't nobody on that. You ain't putting that, buying that shit. You putting buying no wigs. No, but I let her get braids. Like if it's something like braids or something, I'll let her get. But no, you don't need all that, you know. And now she's like, well, I want to try it, and she has her reasons. But she also knows I'm not encouraging you to just be walking around wearing lace fronts or you know what I'm saying, getting so whatever they do. I'm just not letting her do that. Um, and even if she grown, if she in my house, no, you want to wear wigs and lose your edges or whatever, you go move out and do that. You know. Um, but yeah, I teach my daughters. Like my youngest daughter, she knows about personal hygiene. She knows about putting deodorant on. You know, she knows that even if it's a relaxed day and we just in the house, you still got to get up, wash your face, brush your teeth. You know, wash your body up. You want to make sure you're clean and presentable. She knows that. So I think that's where the mental illness Can y'all hear me? My daughter called. Um, I don't mind it if you know, but it's gotten to the point where yeah, no, I had got a phone call. My daughter had called me. Like I'm sitting up in videos and listening to stuff, and people, girl, take them wigs off or put that wig on. Make sure that wig tight because, and I'm like, why everything got to be about a wig? Like it ain't used to be about that. And it's just a lot of mental health behind that. Like, and then like, okay, prime example, you see all these women that be out here, they be wearing these wigs and stuff. Edges gone. Now they done tore their edges up, and so now they got to deal with this other issue. They can't stop wearing the wigs, or they put on all this makeup, and they're literally transforming themselves into another person. Like you don't even know if that's the person that you're actually dealing with or talking to. That's sick. These dudes that get around here and tell these women, I won't date nothing but a dark skinned woman with wide hips. I won't date nothing but a bad light skinned girl. If she ain't light, she ain't right. Peace, Lex. Thank you for joining. Like, everybody's entitled to have a preference. But when your preference becomes something where you're being cruel and demeaning to other people, it's a problem. Because let's be honest, when you go over in other countries, some African countries and cultures, ain't nothing but dark skinned women, brown, dark women. You go over to some of the Middle Eastern countries, they ain't, they're not black. You know what I'm saying? So why do we have to deal with that? I was watching this. I got a clip of this. This dude was interviewing this chick, and she was Dominican, and she was one of those. And so she was just talking about her views of black men and her experiences with black men, and it was not good. Because me and Lex, I've been around Lex since I've honestly started really getting into sectors. Like that's big bro right there. But yes, and it was not good. But meanwhile, you got these dudes, they thinking that's what it is, that's what I want, that's what's popping. Oh Lord. And these chicks is like they have no respect. If anything, they're repulsed at the fact that you think that they are better than your own women from your own culture. My daughter's coming in. Hi. How was going? I need my gum. Give me some gum. Huh? You said gum? I want that. Say hi to everybody. You ain't. Huh? Say hi. I did say hi. To them. They can't see me. Hello. You off today? Put my money down. That's for the popping. I got my own dollars. My stripper money. No? Get out my car. Huh? So, the mental health is tied into all that. I won't go back to slavery and lynch and I'm not gonna do that. Y'all should know that by now. Um, but we still have to be mindful that those attitudes and those ideations still exist, even though those things are not happening. It's a generational thing, so everything is constantly passed down, even if it's changed or it's watered down. it's been embedded in us for so many years that you just can't help it. But men can be very nasty and cruel to women when it comes to looks or build or, you know what I'm saying? And then they do stuff like, I don't like this, I don't like that, but still want to kick it with the chick. You know what I'm saying? And she fighting hard to prove herself. Or she just like, cool, he don't like that, but he kicking it with me. But he ain't doing shit but dogging her. In a subtle way. Crazy. That's crazy. Because my thing is, if you don't like something, just don't deal with it when it comes to people. If you like only light skinned women, you shouldn't be talking to nobody dark skinned. If you only like white women, your baby mama shouldn't be black. If you only like foreign women, then leave the American women alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they don't do that. And it's just like, it's so bad to the point when I look at mental health and how we're doing each other these days. It's just like everybody's just dogging each other and being cruel to each other and being manipulative. And then being selfish. Right. And that's how I am, Nicole. But you know what? Sometimes, and I've learned this over the years, and I have to tell people this, and I always say that. A person giving you everything you want may not be treating you good. Women got that really bad, especially women that come from, you know, poverty or communities where there's not a lot of money flowing. So they think when they get with someone, if he's paying all the bills or doing certain things, that um, he's good for them. But he could be cheating, you know, just barely talking, don't have no respect, all kind of stuff. Because they don't understand, some men, they take pride in, I'm the man, I'm taking care of everything. You know what I'm saying? But that's all they got to give. That's not healthy. Women, the same thing. I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You know, and they'll be the ones that always get cheated on. That be sitting back, and then their cheerleaders be sitting back like, she do this, she cook, she clean, she sleep with him, she look good. I don't understand why he cheating on her. He's bored. He's bored. He'd rather you skip a night of cooking to put on some lingerie and twerk in it. He would rather have that. He eat a pack of noodles that night. The female, for the males that think they doing everything, it's kind of dry when all we doing is we family or no kids, whatever, but we just working, come home, take care of the house, eat dinner, hi, work was okay, we go to bed, we might half-ass have sex, but you roll over, I roll over, and we do the same thing the next day. That's a dry ass relationship. And sex is included, but it's still dry. She wants a hug. She wants you to start telling her she's beautiful every morning, that you really like her outfit. She wants you to go shopping. And somebody like, I ain't her friend, but that's what you're her mate. You know what I'm saying? That ain't about being you her mate. You should be, no one else should be rooting for her like you. If she want to go shopping, and I know it gets on your nerves, whatever, but go with her. She want to try outfits. Tell her which ones look good on her. Tell her which ones don't look good. She wants your approval. She wants your opinion. She wants you to notice, okay, she normally get like nude pink nails. But she was like, I want to switch the game up. I'm going to get some red and silver nails. She wants you to notice that. And not just like, oh, are you out here trying to press these niggas? Or, well, that's how black men talk. Or you out here trying to impress these lames, these buddies, them dudes. Becca, what are you doing? Hey, Juju. Thank you for joining. But you know what I'm saying? Like, she wants you to notice her nails. She wants you to notice that she parted her hair a different way today. Man, hey friend. Hi, thank you for joining. You've been busy in these YouTube streets. Hey, man, Smear, so would you agree that women want certain things from men? Like him to tell her she's beautiful and talk about clothing with her and really compliment her and just be that friend. Be your friend. See, yeah, my girl's gonna tell me I look cute. That's normal. Well, my man tell me how he like how right. He like how the boots matched the jeans and how I made sure that the color coordination was really on point and that I switched my hair up, pinked it up or something so it's really hit different. And they like that I switch it up. So normally I like to wear red or something. And then I see this royal blue and I match it into an outfit. No, I don't think that. I'm gonna tell you why I don't think that. Because all women tend to be insecure in a way, whether they tell you that or not. It can be short term. It could be just because they're on a cycle and they're irritated. But I don't think that. I think that when you're with someone, that's your mate. You should validate each other. You should encourage each other. You should have those conversations. You should have fun. You should be excited for each other. I don't give a damn if you say you about to go start going to the gym. I'm excited. Let's have some fun. They shouldn't be like, oh, okay. I see you trying to work out. Good. Good for you. I don't think it has anything to do with insecurities because if anything, I'm finding that men are way more insecure than women. Right. And it's a lot of men that's insecure. It's a lot of men that put on this facade, but deep down, they like on some trash and they show it by their actions. I've had dudes admit to me that they were insecure. I've had dudes admit to me the only reason they stay with a particular girl or their baby mama or whatever is because they're afraid of being single. They're afraid of being alone. They don't like being alone. Now, I see that some of the women would say, but I've had dudes tell me that. Like, dude, why is she with? I just don't want to be alone. Right. Let me tell you something. Don't come in with a new haircut. Cause ain't no dinner getting cooked. We're gonna be upstairs for a minute. Like I love that. I love to see my mate make those changes. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm liking this haircut and I'm constantly telling him like I like that haircut, then that makes him want to do it more. If I say, you know, you get a little thick, you should go to the gym. I'm not judging you. I know working out for men is healthy. Working out for men is wonderful. Like we could both start working out together and in 90 days you're gonna be perfect and I've just lost 2 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I view that in a sense. It's a twofold. It's just that men and women, respond differently, and a lot of that response can come from upbringing. It can come from experiences. It can come from so many things. I'm gonna tell you where I've learned so much about a man being vulnerable and being honest and being truthful and really telling me his truth is in AA meetings. And I'm sure like people go to other ones, NACA, whatever. But that's a place where you would hear things from men that you would probably never hear anywhere else. Yep. Yep, Nicole. I'm looking his clothes, telling me smell good. You know, you like the way them underwear look on him. Like, they're my favorite boxers right there. Whatever, and if it's something that you like and you appreciate, that should be expressed. So yeah, that's why cheating happens. He's bored. That's why he cheat, and the relationship is dead. That's why she cheat. Because I've seen something, and I've seen it before, where it say women cheat emotionally, and that's true. Everything for us is emotional. So when there's a detachment, that's where it leads for women. You know, um, so I believe that's true. Excuse me for a second. Hi, Zachariah. What do you have on?
I wear my hoodie too.
You got on some hoochie shorts and a
The
crop
short
top.
shorts right here.
What you got on? If I was a dude, I'd probably try to talk to you. You got your edges laid. She, why you here? You want some candy? You ain't got no money. I love y'all. Y'all know I be having to talk to my kids. Anybody know me know that my kids want all the attention, and they get all the attention. All right, and that's just what I do. Where you want to go? Why are you holding your lips like that? So yeah, that's kind of what I was saying about mental health. I also think too, I want to say this. We all be in different sectors and we see shit shaking, right? And people, what pisses me off is when you see people acting a fool, the first thing they want to throw out is that they're mentally unstable. Okay, my phone is acting crazy. I'm so sorry. It's like kicking me off and getting phone calls, and it's so weird. Um, but yeah, them people got mental health. I wish people would stop with that and stop saying that when you see these people acting crazy, that it's a big mental health thing. Especially on here. I can tell you some things that are mental health. I don't put people out there, I don't name names. But some of that stuff is just them acting like a damn fool. And they do it on purpose. They do it for the response. But I really just wish people would stop putting such a negative stigma. Well, stigma, negative, whatever. Stop making mental health negative. Stop making mental health negative. Because you would be shocked of the people who are seeking therapy, who's taking antidepressants, who's taking antipsychotics, who's been through trauma, who's working on it, or they have worked on it and got through it. You don't know. You could be laying next to somebody right now who's dealing with depression, who may be secretly taking antidepressants and going to a therapist. And it might be your fault that they doing that. Can we just keep mental illness normal? Because most people ain't walking around. I'm not walking around like I tell you guys, like, because I'm being honest, because I'm open and I'm blogging, because my channel is about recovery and personal development. Um, but I'm not just walking around every time I go outside and people are, oh, what's that? You want to go drink? I don't know. I'm a member of AA. I don't do that. I just like, I don't drink. People are like, oh, you in a bad mood today. I might be having some anxiety. Couldn't sleep. Sorry about that. I got indigestion. Whatever. I just walk around like, I'm so anxious. I got anxiety. I got all this. I don't do that. Jerry's live. I don't know anything about that. And that's not my business. I don't be in all these sectors. There's certain things I don't entertain. And one thing I definitely do not get involved with is doxing. If I have a mod in here, can you please remove that comment? Like, I don't do that. This is not the channel for that. But yeah, so let's mess up my train of thoughts. Yeah, so most people ain't doing that. They just walking around here wearing that because that's a illness, like no different than cancer or diabetes. Like, you don't see somebody and just like, hey, what's up? How you doing? They're like, hi, I'm Tasha. I got diabetes. So can we stop? I need you to get on my YouTube so I can make you a mod, because you need to be taking care of stuff. So yeah, if not, I'll take care of it when I get to my get off my phone, because my iPad is in the back. Yeah, like, don't come in here with all that, and because I don't do that. I need you to go read my about section. I don't do that. If I choose to make a comment on somebody, I do that. But I've even said I'm not doing that. I might crack some jokes. If you know, you know. But I'm not doing all that drama and dropping papers. And don't come here for that. We have discussions in here. Ain't nobody beefing. Ain't nobody arguing. I'm not going back and forth with anyone. I'm not going to allow that on my panel. That's not what my channel does. So go ahead on with that. Thank you. Back to what I was talking about, mental health. So yeah. Tell me, guys. I know y'all in the chat, but I want you guys to tell me like some things you know about mental health, like in the comment section, to talk about it. Like, have you experienced it personally or through family? Like, how you've gotten through it? And if you don't know, would you be willing to like learn some things? Because if y'all know me, y'all know in my description box I put everything. But like, would you be willing to learn? Do you want me to do more lives about recovery or mental health or both? So like, those are some of the things I'm interested in knowing. Like, certain topics, yeah, cool, but because we got so much going on these days with mental illness and mental health and people dying and drug use and the C word got all these people losing their mind and kids are depressed and bipolar, and it's so much going on and people are getting misdiagnosed simply because they have PTSD and they're responding to the situation. They're responding to the stimulant. What we're going on, what's happening in the world, what's happening in our culture, what's happening in our environment. I think we should talk about it. I think we should talk about it and talk about helping our kids too. I think we should focus on personal development, but focus on, see, Nicole, thank you for being honest. And you're awesome. I like you. You come in, you cool, you be chilling. You know what I'm saying? You don't be acting crazy. So yeah, I want to start touching bases on that because we got to save our babies. Like it's crazy out here. And working as a school nurse now, oh, okay, yeah, I get to see more than I've ever seen before. So we got to do something about that, girl. Yeah, I don't know if you heard, but I'm in recovery. I have 2 years of sobriety. I also deal with mental illness and I have ADHD. Um, well, remove the H. I have ADD. I'm not hyper. It seems like it, but I'm really not. I'm a very lazy person. Um, I'm not the person that got to be keep moving and walking around. Well, yeah, especially when you're ill, Michael. When you're dealing with illness, I mean, especially if it's long term, depression and anxiety is. I have not seen one person, unless they chose not to take medicine, or they were not diagnosed because the symptoms wasn't too bad, or they didn't address it. But working in nursing homes and a lot of facilities like that where you have long term care, all of them have depression, some kind of depression diagnosis. It, so it's not uncommon. Right, right. Um, so I definitely know what you're going through, and I understand it because I worked in nursing homes for a long time, a very long time. As a nurse, as an aide, and as a dietary aide, that's all I did for like years until like recently when I transitioned to doing something different. Um, so yeah, as people giving out meds and stuff, they all like depressed. So I'm going to get off here because my daughter wanted to go to something to eat, and Buddy Lee just went live, so I want to see what he's talking about. So let's all go over there and check out Buddy Lee. Y'all chill in the crowds, whatever y'all want to do. But I want to go see what he's talking about. And I'm low key hungry too. All I had was snacks today. I didn't eat like any food. But no, Nicole, I am. I still have the other live that I need to do. I switched it. That's going to be a late day live. But what I would like to do, because school started too, is I'm going to really just start jotting things down so I can kind of pick up and look, okay, we don't talk about that because I do need to be more structured because of the way my channel's set up. Like sometimes it's cool to do improv, ad lib, but then when it comes to certain things, I do want to make sure I'm putting out the proper information. And I still want to do panels. Nicole, I don't know if you hit panels, um, but I would love to have people just come up and hit panels. I know Miss Fifi said she's gonna come and chat with me, but I have to find out a way to communicate with her. But you guys know, I talked to the guy. He's still working on the podcast. He was sick and then some other stuff going on. I know he said he was on vacation too, so he's still working on it. So it will be put out soon. You gotta be patient. It's a couple of other things I've been thinking about doing. On top of this, and it's funny because I told my schoolmates today in class we had to tell. We had to tell, how they introduce yourself or whatever. And so I introduced myself. I'm like, during this class, I'm always at work, so you won't hear me talk too much. So by myself, I'm going back to school to pursue my master's degree in nursing with the hope of becoming a nurse practitioner. And I'm a YouTube blogger. And everybody was like, oh my God, really? That is so cool. I'm like, yeah, that's what I do. I get on YouTube and talk. So anyway, I'm going over to Buddy Lee's.
Mommy, the man at my school, remember I was talking about modeling?
That's what's up, Michael. Behind the bar. He does behind the bar. I call him man because that's his name. Um, he really does. He does something different. I really appreciate his channel. I enjoy it so much. I like his little clips he be doing. I be watching them and cracking up. Um, and that's good, Michael. Keep getting out here. Nicole, thank you. Get out here and keep telling people what you are doing, especially if you remain drama free. I'm all about drama free. But what you are doing is there's so many other younger people in your situation. And one thing that you're doing is letting them see that they don't have to hide. They don't have to hide. You can still be seen. You still have a life. It may not be what you want, but you're taking it is what you got, and to me that's phenomenal, because I'm quite sure there's a lot of people that see you and they may not say anything, but it may give them some encouragement. I ain't doing that. I heard you. I love y'all equally. Y'all both bring something different. Right. I like y'all equally. I like y'all energy. You know. Um, I like how you represent yourself and your wife and different things like that, your energy. Um, I like how you do your videos too, because you be having me crack up, and his thing is different. Um, so yeah, I like both of y'all. All right, so yeah, that's where I'm going. I'm gonna take this girl and get her something to eat, because um, she got her lips poked out so much they about to fall off her face.
No, I was talking to you about the modeling thing.
Do anybody know about any modeling agencies? My daughter now, she wants to be a model.
The man at my school gave me some because he got connections. I just still told him.
Oh, he got connections, huh?
The security guard man on the ball.
Do they take plus size models?
Probably. He gave me some.
Y'all think I could be a plus size model?
He gave me some companies, and I told him I'll look over.
Oh wait, y'all ain't never seen my body. I'm gonna quit messing with y'all. And you ain't messing nothing. I'm just shutting you. So yeah, let's go over and support Buddy Lee. His channel is spelled just like that. Let's go over there and support him. That's what we got going on. It's been 15 minutes. I wanted to go like 14 minutes ago. Like I said, I will make sure I put all that information in the description box. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you for whatever time you come and watch, whether it's 1 minute, 2 minutes, 30 seconds. It's all included in my watch time, and it's helping my channel grow. Please tell your friends about me, and make sure you check out my description, because if you need help or you know anyone that needs help and you're not sure if you have the exact resources, I post links to different websites and everything, so you can easily get to it, and don't nobody gotta know but you and whoever you helping or whatever. I make all those things easily available. So again, take care of these kids, take care of yourselves, take care of your family. We got to do better. And again, I'm 3 weeks with no cigarette, so that's where I'm at. If anybody want to do a panel with me, please let me know. I'll only be able to do it 1 weekend out the month. Sometimes it had to be in the day, sometimes it had to be in the evening, depending. But I can only do panels 1 weekend out the month. I can maybe ad lib here and there, but like as far as a setup panel to talk, I can only do it 1 weekend out the month. I maybe start posting like a date, like tell you, okay, this day I can do it, whatever. I am going to Buddy Lee's. Yes. 2 years ago, August 9th, I quit drinking. This year, August 9th, I quit smoking cigarettes. Let that sink in. All right, I love y'all. I will see y'all over there, or I'll catch y'all soon. See ya.